explaining you the science class chapter of class 7th. I will be telling you chapter number 1, nutrition in animals and plants. So today I will be teaching you this chapter. This is a notes video, and in this video I will be telling you the explanation of this chapter with point wise, and I have also made this presentation to show all of you. You can use this and make your notes too. So let's start the chapter, nutrition in plants. So what are nutrients? Do you all know that what are nutrients? So nutrients, think. If you all don't know that what are nutrients, so let me tell you. I hope you all know what are carbohydrates, proteins, minerals, and also vitamins and fats. Yes, they all are a part of nutritions. They are called as nutritions. I hope you have ever read a nutrients table. It is made, you can see over here down also there is a nutrition table over here. You can see this table. So with this help of table we can classify other nutritions too. So now, what is nutrition? So let me ask all of you that what is nutrition? Do you all know? So yes, the mode or method of taking in food is called nutrition. Yes, so easy. It is very easy. Think, if you are eating something, so what happens? If you are eating something, you have ate something. Let me show you with the help of brush. Yes, see over here. This is the person. He is eating food, right? Wait a second. Let me change the color. See, he is eating food. So the process of eating the food, the mode or method of taking the food, this is called as nutrition. Okay, this is called as nutrition. And now whatever you're taking inside the process of nutrition, it is called as nutrients. For example, carbohydrates, proteins, minerals, and also vitamins. Okay, so let's go further. Yes, now we know what are plants. Plants also take in nutritions. Everyone takes nutritions. For example, human beings also take in nutritions. Like that only, plants also take in nutritions. Now there are types of plants, and the basics of how their mode of taking nutritions is there. So mode of taking nutritions, so let's see what are the modes of nutritions over here. So this is a table made by me. You can see over here. So here we all can see one thing. What can we see over here is these are the types of nutritions that we will be learning. So over here, yes, we have two types of nutritions. One, we have the autotrophic nutritions and also heterotrophic nutritions. In autotrophic nutritions, we have examples like green plants. We also have examples for heterotrophic nutritions, for example, pitcher plant, Venus flytrap. So these are some examples for these food crops. So let's go further. Yes, so these are the types of modes of nutritions. These are the types of nutrition and the modes also in which we take nutritions in the body of a plant. These are the modes of nutrition in a body of a plant. Now what are autotrophic nutritions? So we have to also know that what are autotrophic nutritions. So autotrophic nutrients is the mode of nutrition in which plants make their own food with the process of photosynthesis, where the place where you all know that plants make their food by themselves. All the green plants that are present inside the whole world, they all make their food by themselves. Okay, we all know this, that these green plants always make their food by themselves. Okay, by themselves they make the food, and over here the process of photosynthesis is doing on. So the plants which do photosynthesis are called to be taken of autotrophic nutritions. Okay, so this is really very easy. The plants which do photosynthesis always do autotrophic nutrition mode. The mode of nutrition is autotrophic nutrition. Okay, so let's go further. So in the next topic now we will be learning that what are heterotrophic nutritions. So let's go further. Here autotrophic nutritions we have done. Now let's understand what is the process of photosynthesis. I hope you all know this process, but still I am telling you the process by which green plants make their own food with the help of carbon dioxide, chlorophyll, water and minerals, soil is called as the process of photosynthesis. Here the chemical reaction and the chemical equation of photosynthesis is CO2 plus H2 plus C6H2O6 equals to O2 plus glucose in the presence of sunlight. Okay, so over here this is the chemical equation. You can pause the video and you can also write these notes. These are very good notes and this may help you in the classes. So this is the whole process of photosynthesis over here. Let me explain you this properly. So what is happening over here in this process is that first of all the sunlight is coming, it is reaching to the sunflower, and then it is the leaves that are taking oxygen, they're taking carbon dioxide, they're releasing sugars. So what are they releasing is oxygen and sugars. They're taking in carbon dioxide and they are giving out oxygen. They need water for this. So according to the table, what is it? It CO2, which is carbon dioxide over here, CO2 plus H2O. So H2O, what is H2O? We all know H2O is water over here, and now plus H2O plus I think so CO2 plus that chlorophyll. Okay, so chlorophyll is the green substance which is present inside the leaf. It is called as chlorophyll. Okay, this therefore helps us in this process. So now what is, so yes, so let's go further. So now our stomata. So inside the leaves, the small openings at the underside of the leaves are called stomata. They help in the exchange of gases. So what are stomata inside this chapter? That not in the chapter, in this science only. This is a leaf. So inside the leaf, this cannot go by itself. So it has to go first the carbon dioxide. The exchange of gases takes place inside the stomata. So it is saying the small opening at the underside of the leaves are called stomata. They also help us in the exchange of gases. So therefore this is the figure which has been made inside the book also. You can read this. This is the guard cell, and after this is the stomata opening through which the exchange of the gases takes place. Okay, so let's go now further. So now what are heterotrophic nutritions? We have already understood what are autotrophic nutrition. Let's do a small recollection. So autotrophic nutritions are the mode of nutrition inside which a plant makes its own food with the process of photosynthesis. And now what is photosynthesis? The process inside which leaves make their own food is called as photosynthesis. Now what are stomata? Stomata are the small openings through which exchange of gases takes place. Okay, and what are the things needed for photosynthesis are carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide, H2O, water, and soil, and also chlorophyll, which is the green substance present inside the leaf only, and this gives in the presence of sunlight, and this gives out us glucose plus oxygen. Okay, oxygen is mandatory for our health. So let's go further. Yes, the mode of taking in nutritions in which the plants take in ready-made food from the plant are called as host. Inside this nutritions, what is happening is that in the first process of autotrophic nutritions, what have been learnt is that the mode of nutritions inside which plants take ready-made food from the plants. Ready-made food from the plants is called as the host. The one who is giving us the ready-made food is called as the host, and the type of mode of nutrition is called as heterotrophic nutrition. So over here in autotrophic, the plants were making their own food with through the help of photosynthesis. But over here, heterotrophic nutrition, the process of taking the nutritions is ready made. The plants take up ready made from the host, for example the Venus flytrap and also the pitcher plants. So what they do is, and also Calcutta. So they don't do anything, they just take in ready made food from the plants, and the plant is called as to be host. Okay, so now what is Cascata? Cascata is a plant, it doesn't have chlorophyll and it takes all the ready made food from the plant it climbs. The plant it climbs is called host, Cascata is called a parasite. Now there is a flower which is called as Cascata. You can see over here there is a picture also. So this is Cascata, and now whichever plants climbs over it, it climbs, and whichever plant is climbing with it, it takes the help of it and it takes ready-made food from that also it climbs. So now this is a host, and over here Cascata is also called as a parasite. Okay, so let's go further. Now we will be learning that what are the types of heterotrophic nutritions. So in heterotrophic nutritions also we are having other types. So for example, the types of heterotrophic nutritions are heterotrophic nutrition like mushrooms and symbiotic relationship, for example lichens. Okay, so there are other modes of heterotrophic nutritions also like heterotrophic nutritions, symbiotic nutritions, and insectivorous plants are also there. So now there is a plant called as the pitcher plant. So it is an example of insectivorous plants. So what does it does is that inside this plant, which is called as the insectivorous plant, is an example. And what is the name? It is the pitcher plant. It has modified leaves. First, the apex of the leaf of the lid which can open. So first of all, what happens is that the apex, which is called as the lid, from where its mouth is opened and it closes, that is open and that is closed, it has which are directed downwards. So they are directed downwards, they open their mouth, and when an insect lands on the mouth, on that lid, so then the lid it automatically closes by itself and the insect is trapped inside it, and then the nutrients are absorbed from the insect, and the insect is digested by the body of the pitcher plants and by the digestive juices that have been secreted by the plants. And therefore this is the process how he takes in the nutritions, and the name of the plant was the insectivorous plants. Okay, so now what is saprotrophic nutritions? Plants that can feed on dead and decaying matter, it is called as saprotrophic nutrition. For example, mushroom. So mushroom, it can feed on the dead decaying matter, and such organisms are called as saprotrophic nutritions too. These the types that they're following, it is called as saprotrophic nutritions, but such organisms are called as saprotrophs. So now we will be learning that what is symbiotic relationship. The symbiotic nutritions are those nutritions inside which the mode of nutrition in which two organisms interchange, they benefit each other, they interchange their food. For example, lichens, by lichens, the algae. So lichens and the algae, they lichens and algae, and also algae and fungi, they benefit each other, and the fungus provides shelter, water and minerals to the algae, and in return the algae prepares and provides food to the fungus. Okay, so what does the fungus provides to it is the food and water and shelter, and in badle mein he provides him something else like food. So how nutrition are replenished in the soil? You have seen that farmers put fertilizers and manures, it contains nitrogen, potassium, and also phosphorus and etc. As the soil get deficient in nitrogen, so plants cannot use carbon dioxide, they use nitrogen in soluble form. Bacteria called rhizobium makes the atmospheric form of nitrogen more and more soluble inside the soil, and therefore it helps in the nutrition and the replenishing of the soil. Now, what are cells? A body is made up of bricks called as cells. Now, what are some organisms? Organisms are made up of a cells, and cell is enclosed by a boundary, and the name of the boundary is, it is called as the cytoplasm and the cell membrane. Yeah, the cell is enclosed by the boundary. The name of the boundary is a cell membrane, and there is a centrally located spherical structure called as the nucleus. Okay, so it is the most main part over there. So now nucleus is also surrounded by a animal jelly like substance which is called as a cytoplasm. So therefore this chapter is properly done and properly completed for us, and now we will be recalling what are the things that we have done. So today we had done nutritions. What are the type of nutritions? So there are two types of nutritions. The types of nutritions are, what are the types of nutritions? Nutrition are the one which we take in the mode of nutritions. Now we have different modes of nutritions, like example heterotrophic nutrition, saprotrophic nutrition, insectivorous plants, and now we also have these heterotrophic and also one more type saprotrophic. And now what is photosynthesis? The process of photosynthesis. What are cells? Cells are gold structures which are having cytoplasm, cell boundary which is called as a cell membrane, and a spherical structure jelly like substance which is called as the nucleus. Therefore this chapter is properly completed. I hope you all must have liked this video, and if you have liked this video, do subscribe, do like and share this video to your friends, and you can use them as your notes also. Okay, so if do like, share and subscribe the video. Okay, and you already, if you have, then you just have to press on the bell icon. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.